You're not ready for how crazy Thunderbolts is about to get. Nobody's ready for what's about to go down in Thunderbolts. I mean, seriously, this isn't just another Marvel team-up. This is Marvel's most broken, most unstable, most unpredictable squad ever. And if you walk into the theater without knowing who these people really are, you're gonna be so lost you might think you walked into the wrong movie. This ain't your happy Avengers movie. The Thunderbolts aren't your typical let's save the world team. They're the mess-ups. The ones who barely got a second chance and might blow it all up again. They're the squad full of regrets, betrayals, and enough trust issues to fill a whole therapy conference. Today, we're gonna break down everything you need to know before Thunderbolts hits theaters. Every character's messy backstory. What could actually happen in the movie? What early critics are already saying and why some of them are worried. And why Thunderbolts might just be Marvel's biggest gamble yet. Why you'll be totally confused if you don't know the team. If you think this movie is gonna be all buddy cop jokes and cheesy team bonding scenes, oh man, you're not ready. Marvel is throwing some of the most dangerous, most traumatized, and least stable characters they've ever created into one squad. They don't trust each other. Some of them don't even trust themselves. And you? If you don't know who these people are, you'll be sitting in the theater like, wait, wasn't that guy a villain? Isn't she supposed to be dead? Why are they trying to kill each other instead of the bad guys? So let's break it down. Meet your Thunderbolts. Yelena Belova, the assassin with a conscience. First up, Yelena. Florence Pugh absolutely owned her role in Black Widow. She's funny, she's savage, she's sarcastic, but underneath all the jokes, she's hurting. Yelena grew up brainwashed by the Red Room, trained to kill without asking questions. She's spent her whole life trying to figure out what's real and what's just another lie. In Thunderbolts, Yelena might be the closest thing this team has to a true hero, but she's walking into a squad full of liars and killers. And the real question is, can she even trust herself anymore? Bucky Barnes, too old for this nonsense. Next, good old Bucky, the Winter Soldier himself. He's fought Nazis, aliens, super soldiers, and worst of all, his own past. Bucky's been brainwashed, manipulated, turned into a weapon. And even after the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he's still trying to put the pieces back together. Now Marvel's throwing him onto a team where nobody is stable. Perfect. Bucky's basically gonna be the guy muttering, "I'm too old for this crap" every 5 minutes. But under all that grumpiness, he might be the one thing holding the Thunderbolts together. Barely. John Walker, the angriest Captain America knockoff. Remember John Walker from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier? The guy who literally murdered someone with Cap's shield in broad daylight? Yeah, he's back. Now he's rocking the US agent uniform. Black and red instead of red, white and blue. But he's still got that same angry little ball of rage rolling around inside him. John Walker thinks he's doing the right thing. He always thinks he's the good guy. Problem is, he's not. In Thunderbolts, Walker is probably going to clash with literally everyone. Especially Bucky. Especially Yelena. Especially anyone who tries to give him orders. Ghost phased through the pain. Ava Starr, aka Ghost, was one of the best parts of Ant-Man and the Wasp. Her body phases uncontrollably thanks to a quantum accident, and it's been killing her slowly. She didn't become a villain because she wanted to. She was desperate to survive. By the end of her movie, Ghost was given a shot at stability thanks to Pym Tech, but stability doesn't mean trust. In Thunderbolts, Ghost might be the ultimate wildcard. She doesn't owe anyone anything. And if things go sideways, and they will, Ghost might just slip away, phase through a few walls and leave everyone else to deal with the fallout. Red Guardian, Russia's slightly sad Captain America. Alexei Shostakov, aka Red Guardian, is back. And let's be real, David Harbour is about to steal half the scenes he's in. Alexei's whole deal, he's Russia's Captain America, except he spent most of his time in jail, out of shape, bragging about missions that may or may not have even happened. He's a washed-up hero, but deep down, he's just a guy who desperately wants to matter again. He wants to protect Yelena, he wants to be somebody. He also might accidentally punch someone through a wall trying to prove how strong he still is. Taskmaster, second chance at being awesome. Taskmaster's first appearance in Black Widow was kinda disappointing. Instead of the trash-talking, copy-every-move villain from the comics, we got a silent, brainwashed fighter. But Thunderbolts could fix that. Antonia Dreykov, the real person behind the mask, is free now. Free from brainwashing, but not free from the trauma. And if she decides to fully tap into her copycat powers, Taskmaster could become one of the deadliest members of the team, or the biggest threat to it. Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, pulling all the strings, Val, played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and honestly, she's terrifying in the most hilarious way. Val is basically Nick Fury, if Nick Fury was way sketchier and way less concerned about doing the right thing. She's the one who brought these Thunderbolts together, but the million-dollar question is, why? Is she building a private army? Is she working for the government? Is she just stirring chaos for fun? Nobody knows. And that's the problem. So what's the mission? What are they really after? Early rumors say Thunderbolts is basically a heist movie. The team gets sent to steal something big, something important. Some say it's adamantium, the metal that makes Wolverine's skeleton indestructible. If that's true, it would crack open the door for the X-Men to enter the MCU. Other rumors say the Thunderbolts are sent to rescue someone. Maybe a dangerous super soldier experiment gone wrong. Maybe someone who knows too much, or maybe it's a setup from the start. Maybe Val wants them to fail. Maybe they're not even supposed to make it out alive. Here's what the critics are already saying. Critics who've seen early scenes are buzzing, and it's a mix of excitement and panic. Some are calling Thunderbolts Marvel's most personal movie in years. Not because it's small, the action scenes are massive, but because the characters feel real, flawed, broken, angry. They're not just superheroes in shiny costumes. They're people carrying way too much pain trying to do something good. Or at least, less bad. Other critics are worried though. They're scared Marvel might chicken out and soften the Thunderbolts into good guys by the end. If that happens, the movie loses what makes it special. The whole point of Thunderbolts is that these characters aren't pure, they're selfish, they're scared, and sometimes they're wrong. If Marvel leans into that messy chaos, this could be a total game changer. If they play it safe, it'll be just another average Marvel movie. And honestly, we've had enough of those lately. Why Thunderbolts could actually change the MCU forever. If Thunderbolts sticks the landing, it'll set up a whole new era of Marvel movies. No more perfect heroes, no more clean victories, instead, gray morality, betrayals, heroes who don't even want to be called heroes. And with big rumors about mutants, secret experiments, and shadow organizations lurking behind the scenes, Thunderbolts could blow the MCU wide open again. This isn't just another team-up, this is Marvel admitting that sometimes the most interesting characters are the broken ones. Final thoughts before you watch Thunderbolts. Go into Thunderbolts expecting fights, expect betrayals, expect missions going sideways, expect characters making horrible choices and paying the price. Because in this movie, saving the world isn't the goal, surviving the mission is. Quick CTA, hit subscribe so you don't miss the full breakdown once Thunderbolts drops.